My name is not important, but what is the fact that I'm coming to you on behalf of Sacred Self Healing Center, where the heart is the center for healing. Understand that when you come here, this is spot day for the spirit, manny and petty day for the ego. Understand that when you come here, this is a hard hat area. Self development is the construction site. So, with that being said, if you would like to inquire about any of my services, including but not limited to what you see in the description box, by all means, hit me up and ask me, hey, what other services you got? Alright. Now, as well as all that other stuff, you will see. Oh, hold on. I need to go to Gmail real quick. Um, as well as all that other stuff, you will see in the description box. I need to go to Gmail. Hold on. Boom. There we go. You will see pertinent information to the channel. Where is it at? I should have sent. Nah, forget about it. Okay, so what's up? Konnichiwa, peace, love, health, and wealth, all that good stuff. Happy, what's today? Wednesday, Thursday. Today is Thursday, April 23rd, 2024. 2026. April 23rd, 2026. Hopefully everybody is doing well. Hopefully. Um I don't know. I don't know what to say, man. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I don't know what to say. But as per usual, we're gonna get started with our daily collective reading. Understand that my collective readings are timeless. They're not um, held to one particular day or another. The reason why I call them daily is because I like to get these readings out daily. You understand what I'm saying? So give me 1 second. Let me post the. So if you would like if you would like to join the list for a free or donation-based reading, to be added to the list, only thing you got to do is give me a I am affirmation. I am strong. I am beautiful. I am something. You know what I'm saying? Please, upon your arrival, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Do not post your question until your name is called on the list. $1 to skip the line, 222 to get you right up through. All right. So I'm going to tap into the Rider Waite, and maybe we're gonna pull just like two cards just to see what's going on with the energy right now. Um, yeah, I see we got 8 people in the chat. Double tap that screen, y'all. Hit that like button. Right, I know y'all coming here to get some of this good collective reading. Well, I asked for two cards, and two cards dropped out the deck. Okay, so we got one face up and one face down. All right. So the first card that we had jump out the deck is going to be the King of Pentacles. Okay. So the King representing the air element brings a certain level of leadership and visionary energy, right? Uh, in the terms of bringing stability and balance to the environment. And then we got the Four of Cups here. Okay, cameraman, zoom in, please. Okay. Oh! As soon as I turn my head. Cameraman, what is you doing, cameraman? How did this even happen? Hopefully we don't have any more distractions. I don't got time for this right now. Okay, so King of Pentacles, Four of Cups for the current energy. All right, so we got 12 people in the building. Go ahead and double tap that screen, hit the like button, y'all. Come on in. We're doing a collective reading right now, and then as soon as we get done, we'll be getting to the individual readings. Okay. So I asked for two cards to come out. What's up? Peace, love, health, and wealth. For everybody who's just coming in, I see the chat moving now or whatever. Please be patient. If you want to read and just give me a I am affirmation, and you're going to be automatically added to the list. All right. It look like the camera's off. Thank you. All right, we're gonna do the collective reading, and then you go. I guess you're gonna be first if you would like a reading. Okay. So I asked for two cards, and two cards jumped out. Okay, we got the King of Pentacles, and we have the Four of Cups. So how I like to, in general, how I like to look at the King of Pentacles is this represents um um like financial security, economic power. Um, it represents abundance, but to me, it represents like long term riches, big riches. You know what I'm saying? What they call old money, generational wealth. Okay, and that Four of Cups to me, right, represents like contemplation, missed opportunities, or like waiting for the right opportunity, something like that. Okay, so this is a very unique combination right now. And the reason why is because I don't think I ever see, especially in a two card draw, I don't think I ever seen this combination of cards. So to me, if I add these cards together, what I'm seeing here is we have a person, right? It doesn't matter if it's a male or a female, but this is a person who knows how to get money, who's business savvy, business oriented. Whether they just got a good job and know how to save money, or whether they made some good investments or whatever. This is a person who seemingly has everything they need except for love. It looks like they have, right? If we zoom in on those four cups, we got the house, right? That's one. We got the car. That's two. Maybe we got the dog or the job, whatever. That's three. It looks like we feel fulfilled in every area in our life except for one thing. And how now, it could be different things for different people. Please don't get me wrong. But how I'm interpreting that right now is that it seemingly is so that we have everything we need. Logically speaking, when we look at our life, we have everything we need. We just missing that one thing. For some people, it could be a house, a car, whatever. But what I'm feeling like, it could be love, right? Tell me you that somebody, cause I really need somebody, right? Ain't that how it go? Ain't that how it go? You subscribe, you don't know this. Okay, so whenever you come into the channel, double tap the screen, hit the like button. Y'all see we got 4 people in the chat. Um, Whenever you come to the channel, just follow the pinned instructions in the chat. All right. If you would like a donation-based reading, just check out the description for a donation-based reading. You will be the first one of the day, and it will be gravely appreciated. If not, that's fine too. Right? So now I'm going to look for best course of action, right? But I feel as though, like I said, the king is representing a certain level of mental maturity, um, balance and stability on the mental plane. So that's why I'm saying it doesn't matter what gender you are, right? Because you could be a male, female, or you could be attracted to a male or a female. It doesn't matter. But what I'm saying here for us is that maybe we getting the basics down, right? And now we just waiting for one thing, right? That we waiting for that fourth cup, right? So we're gonna see what's the best course of action is to get that emotional fulfillment that we looking for on this earthly plane, right? For some of us, we could be looking for more money, or it could be something that money can buy. For some of us, it could be love. Okay, so we got a card jump out for best course of action. Ten of Swords. I really like this card for this situation because even though we got Pentacles for the current energy, even though we got the Sword, I mean the Cups for current energy, now we get the Swords, right? So this one is going to be short and sweet. How I interpret this is that the Ten of Swords represents right. All tens represents closures, the ending of a cycle. Right. We all pretty much know that. If you don't know that, then you know now you're caught up to speed. So when you see a ten in tarot, no matter if it's upright or not, it's representing the end of a cycle. I think for the most part, if it's upright or not, would determine whether it's going to be like a smooth ending, or the opposite. Right. So, when we talking about the Ten of Swords, this is an end of a situation that has been like draining you mentally and emotionally, right? Remember, the swords tell a story of mental anguish and being able to overcome um, the barriers that could hold you back on the mental plane, right? That's communications, that's ideas, that's coming up with strategies to improve your life, et cetera, right? Now, one thing I will say is that because I don't really operate with reversal cards that much, um, success and profit is here. Um, that's hitting inside of this card, right? So when you're talking about ending of a situation, um, one thing that's hitting in this card, different versions of the card is going to look different, but always you're going to see the dawn, right? You're going to see the storm ending, right? And just like the five, we don't stay in negative energy too long. Okay, so especially with this king here, the best course of action I would say with this Ten of Swords is to fully let go of anything that you need to let go of. Whether you got to get closure, whether you got to get healing, whatever it is that you want or need, now is the time to go ahead and get rid of it and end it because there's a new beginning on the horizon, right? That card represents a new beginning, right? And for some of us, it is going to be success and profit, right? Because that's echoing the sentiment that's there in the King of Pentacles. Like I said, I really feel two different ways. I really feel like it's either money or the things that money can buy, or it's going to be love, right? It's going to be the same energy, but it's going to be expressed different ways for different people because we on different timelines, okay? So again, best course of action is let go of the things that we need to let go of, that we know we gotta let go of, whether we gotta give ourselves closure or not. And then after we give ourselves closure and move on, we need to tap into the future, right? All of us got a story that which led us here to our healing journey, right? But what about the story, the part of the story where the healing worked and we actually was able to move on and actually live a happy, fulfilled life, right? The Four of Cups, he's sitting there pouting because he want fulfillment, right? He has an idea of what he wants and he's not settling for less. And I recommend that we all don't settle for less or settle for what's available, right? We all got to go out and and get what we want, achieve things. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and close the collective reading and open up the floor for any individual readings. Double tap that screen, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. You don't, if you want to get a reading, you don't have to subscribe for 20 minutes. I just don't want no trolls in the chat. That's all. I mean, trolls still subscribe and whatever, but once you come in, it do say subscribers mode only, but you subscribe and then you just refresh the page and then you'll be able to chat immediately. There is no delay. I just want to make sure that people reciprocating the energy by subscribing and liking. All right, so Lacey or Letitia, if you still would like that, if you would like a reading, then I'm going to pull me a card or two or three for myself real quick. But yeah, while I'm waiting on y'all to join the list, double tap that screen, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, donate to reciprocate. Remember, everything that you donate goes directly to food, shelter, and water, okay? Alright, so I'm going to pull me a couple cards for the day. This is interesting. Excuse me. What's going on, y'all? Double tap that screen. Chat GPT. Okay, chat. So I just asked tarot for my best course of action for the day. I got the Knight of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. Can you go in depth on this one for me?
Swords is all about charging forward with focus and decisiveness. This suggests you might need to act quickly on something today. The King of Pentacles is grounded and practical, pointing towards taking control of your resources or a financial decision with maturity and calm. Finally, the Queen of Swords emphasizes clarity and honest communication. She's discerning, cuts through nonsense, and keeps emotions balanced with logic. So, in combination, today's best course of action is likely to tackle something head on without hesitation, Knight of Swords, while staying grounded and realistic in your approach, King of Pentacles, and making sure you communicate with logic, honesty, and a clear head, Queen of Swords. In other words, move decisively, but stay grounded and be sharp in your thinking and communication.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If anything comes up as you go through the day, feel free to check back in. I'm here to help you navigate it.
Cyber, what up, Cyber? How you doing? Peace, love, health, and wealth. Konnichiwa, Grand Rising, all that good stuff. How's it going? I'm okay. I'm grateful, man. I ain't got no complaints. I'll be better once I get my first donation of the day. Yeah, I do for free readings. Yeah, how can I help you? So normally when you come here, just in case if I'm busy or something like that, what I ask people is that you just hit the like button and then follow the instructions pinned in the chat. Please don't post your question until your name is called. So if you want a free reading, a general reading, or a donation based reading, you are number one on the list. Okay, yeah. So you can go ahead and let me know if you got a free or if you want a general reading or if you got to ask a question or something like that. Okay, well hit me with it. I'm gonna do my best if to answer it. Okay, no problem. So how I do my general readings typically is I pull two cards from one deck, and then I pull another card from another deck for your best course of action. So the first two cards is just going to be the current energy to see who, what, when, where, why, or how. And then, oh, okay. Well, that card didn't take long to fall out. Okay, so this is a very strong message right now. You got the number 13 card, which is the death card, okay? So the death card is a major arcana card, representing big life changes. No matter if it's going to be fast and hard or slow and gradual, this is going to be a card that's going to be prominent and dominant for the weeks, months, years, and even decades to come. Okay, so whenever the death card comes, to me, this is a signal that it's time to put something to an end. The death card, the lovers card, and there's a few other cards that are all tied in. Minnie, what's up, Minnie? Okay, Minnie, I only got one person ahead of you. Okay, so normally whenever people come in, I just ask that y'all check the PM message in the chat. And so whenever it get busy, I want y'all to just follow the instructions. So right now, to be added to the list, only thing you got to do is type a I am affirmation. I am strong. I am powerful. I am beautiful. I am smart. Whatever you are, or whatever you want to be in the future. Matter of fact, whatever you want to be in the future, uh, let me know. Okay. So the death card, number 13. When you add one plus three together, you get the number four, and that's stability, right? So what I think the death card is saying is that we need to put endings, create change, put endings to some things so we can start new things, right? Sometimes when you clear an energy out, you gotta have energy to replace it. Okay, so instead of best course of action as just best course of action, maybe we can look and see if we can get a energy to bring out or bring in rather with the negative energy, because I believe you already know what negative energy you need to end. So now it's all about having a new I am affirmation that's going to correlate with the person that you want to be in the future. So we're going to see where this energy can lie. Okay, so I'm only going to do a two card draw today because we had one card jump, and then for best course of action, I don't want to overcomplicate best course of action because to me, tarot cards, one tarot card is enough to give a 3 hour reading. You know what I'm saying? So all right, Ace of Pentacles. All right, so overshadowing the Death card is going to be the Ace of Pentacles for you, right? And so the Ace of Pentacles here, and we got four people, four likes, right? The Ace of Pentacles to me is representing a divine new beginning on a material earthly realm, okay? So this is people, places, and things, situations, and circumstances in your environment that you experience, okay? So hidden in all of the aces is the infinite potential to manifest whatever it is. So because this is manifestation in the earth realm, I believe that uh, there should be a focus on you alchemizing your environment and planting seeds for the future. Now these seeds that you're going to be planting for the future are going to deal with things like financial abundance, prosperity, not just over money, right? But any type of hardships that you could experience. Uh, uh, um, and I want you to move and operate as if you are lucky. I want you to, for some reason, I am lucky, or something about you having bad. It's well. Let me ask you this: is that something that you have been feeling recently, like you have bad luck or something like that? Minnie, I asked you specifically not to post your question. I'm reading for somebody else right now, so it's unfair for us that once we're done, that I'm gonna have to go back and try to find your message. Okay, so I would love to take your question, but you just gotta wait your turn. If you get bored, then maybe you can spam some of your favorite emojis in the chat, like four green hearts. Okay, but I just don't want to have to ask you to type it over again. All right, so Cyber, are you still here with me, Cyber? Are you following along? Are you taking notes? What's up, y'all? We got 6 people in here. Double tap that screen, hit the like button. If you would like to be added to the list, the only thing you got to do is give me a I am affirmation. All right. Only thing you got to do is give me a I am affirmation. All right. I am strong. I am beautiful. I am smart. I don't know. You can even tell me your age, right? You said yes. You've been feeling unlucky lately. Well, I need you. So, whenever in spirituality, right? Whenever you're going through something, you just got to tap into the opposite. So, if you feel fear, then you need to start feeling safe, right? If you feeling like you've been having bad luck, then you need to be prosperous or abundant. You see what I'm saying? So, I want you for the next week or two to only have one affirmation, right? And if you ask me, it should be I am peace, love, health, and wealth. I am peaceful, I am loved, I am healthy, and I am wealthy. Right? So so in order for you to break these chains, you gotta change your I am, right? Um one thing that I do when I'm coaching people, I always ask you, is your I am optimistic or pessimistic? Right? And it's not just your I am when everything is going good. I'm talking about all day, every day. When you sum up all of the I ams that you think about in your head, do it end up being optimistic or pessimistic? And that's a real legit question that a lot of people gotta answer within themselves daily. Because if you don't, then you just be lost in the sauce. Double tap that screen, hit the like button. If you would like to be added to the list, only thing you got to do is just type I am. Give me an I am affirmation. Now, if you are not subscribed, only thing you got to do is just subscribe. If it don't let you type, then only thing you got to do is just refresh the page. All right, you don't have to wait 20 minutes after you subscribe to my channel. I just don't want to deal with no trolls right now. I get what you mean. I will try to do that. I'm sorry, but as a life coach, I can't I can't let you walk away saying that I will try. Um, if you hear, that means that you believe in spiritual communications, etc., etc. If you hear, that means you believe in tarot. If you hear, that means you will at least give me a chance to deliver a message. And it seems like the message that we got is one that you resonate with, right? So don't waste your time. Don't waste don't waste your time by saying I will try. Right? How about this? How about you ask me, do I have any techniques? Do I have any recommendations on how? And the reason why is because I'm not the type of reader that I just want to make people feel good. Right? That's not me. I want you to come back in 1 day, 2 days, 3 days and say, you know what? Ever since you told me to switch up my affirmation and focus on one thing, I've been seeing changes in my life. My life been a lot better. You know, it cleared up some space. I've been able to write that book or create that cartoon or make that video. You know what I'm saying? I want you to have results. So I understand that, sometimes people say try just means, that they're going to do it. But I want you to use a word that's going to mean something more than just I'm going to try. I want you to say it's already done. I like stuff like that. I want you to speak prophetically when you're around me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not just Dr. Feel Good. I ain't just come here to make you feel good. You know? All right, Mini 13. What's going on, Mini Clip? How can I help you? Since my other buddy ain't chatting with me, since Cyber ain't chatting with me. If it was up to me, Nobody would get sympathy. Namaskaram, by the way, Minnie. Namaskaram. My gurus always say namaskaram, so I say namaskaram. I don't say namaste. I know a lot of people say namaskar or namaskar, but I like to put the on there. To me, it give the words more weight. Yeah, well, since today is not real busy right this second, I could go back and scroll and look at your question, but for the most part, sometimes if you two, three people behind, then it'd be hard to find your question. Are there any serious rumors about me and my college by the students, like affairs with somebody or bad things about character? I don't feed into that kind of stuff here. This is a channel that's focused on healing. So, what I will say is that if you think that there are some rumors and they not true, then don't worry about it. But if there's something that people could talk about, whether they talking about it or not, if there's something that you feel bad about or guilty about or whatever about, then you need to do whatever you need to do to fix it. Now we could pull cards on how to fix it or something like that, but I don't want you to waste your time with tarot asking tarot yes or no. Tarot wasn't even meant for yes or no questions. Well, things do matter a lot, but my thing is that if it's not true, then it don't matter at all. Because especially if it's not true, then you can prove it. So it's really nothing for you to worry about. I would just live my life and manifest the best. I'm not so just so you know, I'm not turning you down for a reading, but that specific question, I can't ask tarot that. I can't ask it. And if other readers accept that question, that's fine. I don't knock that. All right. Well, you're not about to see. I don't like this tone. I know I don't like this tone. Off top, you talking about no, you're not getting it. Even if it's not true, I'm still getting judged by the whole college. I never said that I didn't understand you. You assuming that I don't understand. What I'm saying is it real? Do my thing? I don't even care no more. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I got a low emotional capacity for the stuff. So if you're not gonna take your time and try to understand what I'm saying, then there's nothing I can do to help you. I'm sorry. I don't want us to get off on a bad foot. This is our first time greeting. I mean, this is our first time meeting, and I don't want us to get off on a bad foot. I know what you're going through, or the implications of what you could be going through is very serious. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is that we can't catastrophize something, especially if we don't know for a fact if it's true. That's it. That's all I'm saying. I'm a life coach. Again, I don't just read for people to make you feel good. I'm above that. If you looking to be validated, if you looking to feel good and for somebody to empathize and sympathize with you, then you doing yourself a disservice, because I'm here because you feel like whatever complaint that you got or whatever problem that you have in your life, I'm here because you believe it's serious enough for you to get help. So if you believe it's serious enough for you to get help, then by all means, with all due respect, please allow me to do my job. I understand that you also my first language isn't English, so sorry if you don't understand. Let me rejoin because the live was pausing too much. Cyber, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to somebody else. Uh, the last thing I said to you, Cyber, was for you to accept the challenge, not to say I will try. I want you to accept the challenge. Cyber, what I was saying to you was that I know for a fact that if you here on my channel, you believe in spiritual communication, you believe in tarot, you believe you at least giving me the benefit of the doubt to be able to provide you with a message. So what I'm saying to you is that the message is not to try. We're past trying. Now it's time for you to do so. What I was saying was is that if you unsure about how to do this and stuff like that, then please ask me. What do I recommend? What do I see for you? What do I think can help? Because that's what I'm here for. I'm here for you to help you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just give you a couple cards and then leave you trying to figure out the rest on your own. No, 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 no. Double tap that screen, hit the like button. Even if y'all can't donate, just let one commercial play for at least 30 seconds. And if you really want to help my channel, click the link affiliated with the commercial. Now, understand that you don't have to buy anything. You don't have to sign up for any mail listings. You don't have to sign up for any pamphlets or any free trials. All thing you got to do is just interact with the link. That's good enough for them to boost me in the algorithm. Alright, you never know. You interacting with the video might help the algorithm attract other people to me that will be paying customers or people who would donate for spiritual messages. Oh, that is a beautiful question. Wow. If I didn't know, what's up, Mark? Welcome back. If I didn't know, I would have thought that you wanted some help for real. Okay, so again, I'm gonna base your session off of your this mini coaching session that you about to receive. I'm going to base it off of the cards. Okay, double tap that screen, hit that like button. All right, if you would like to inquire about my coaching services, 424 I don't remember the number, but it'll be in the chat soon. Okay, so again, the current energy that we got was a leaper card that jumped out. Okay, so to me, this signifies a very strong energy. So the current energy is the death card, right? The death card is telling me that you need to create stability in your life. And how you do that is fully closing off situations that you need to close off on. Whether these are situations that you know need to be closed off or that you're going to find out later. But once these situations arise, you need to bring an end to them so you can fully open up the doors to the beginning of your new reality, okay? So the best course of action is to focus on future events, okay? Remember, all aces represents potential, represents your ability to manifest. So here, this is an emphasis on the earth element, right? This is why we got the Garden of Eden here, right? So hidden in this card is a path to prosperity, right? So whenever you see mountains in tarot, welcome to Sacred Self Healing Center Tarot School for the Sacred Emissaries.com world premiere. Remix! So when you looking at this card, right, you have a archway, you have a path that's leading you uphill, right? And whenever we see mountains, that represents ascension in tarot. All right, mountains represents its ascension. The flowers here and the green represents abundance. The archway represents like a gateway or like overcoming of a situation or a circumstance in order for you to get to where you need to go. So this card represents the ability for you to take what you see in your mind and bring it to fruition. What you have to do is again induce a tower moment. You have to take things, whether it's memories, whether it's belief systems, whether it's bad habits, whatever, you have to take it upon yourself to end these things. The best way and the fastest way to do it is through this inverted pentagram. The inverted pentagram is how you channel energy from the divine. Okay, that's all the inverted pentagram mean. So you got an inverted pentagram and a perverted. I'm just playing. You got an inverted and an upright pentagram here, inverted and perverted. Oh my God, I am hilarious. So you got two pentagrams here, right? To me, this is showing night and day. Okay, so what this is saying is that at night, you pray, you meditate, you do whatever you do to call in the energy that you need, and then during the day you walk by faith. Okay, you walk with confidence because you have a solid I am affirmation within you. Okay. So, okay, Mark, give me 1 second. I'll respond to you in 1 second, Mark. So again, what I recommend you do is I don't know if you international or not. Call me, text me, email me for more information. But at the very least, you need to have a new affirmation. I am. If you need one, I got one. I am peaceful, loved, healthy, and wealthy. PLHW. I am PLHW. Peaceful, loved, healthy, and wealthy. Right? Now, if you want more, please hit me up for a free consultation where I could give you real practical everyday things that you can do to get results that you want for free just by getting a free consultation, okay? All right, and that goes for anybody listening, all right? So, again, what I recommend you do is take control of your mind. Remember, you need to ask yourself, is my I am pessimistic or optimistic? Okay? All right, Mark said, I went to the bank today to open up an account, but it felt like a total waste of time. I'm thinking of just opening one in Switzerland instead. I don't know, but I just think that you'll be divinely guided to do what's best for you whenever. So if you felt like it wasn't the right thing to do, then maybe it wasn't. The only thing I would say is just that make sure that whatever you intuitively feel, you can back it up with facts on the third dimension. All right. If not, then we need to at least be open to all possibilities. In the previous reading, you mentioned that my initial focus on the papers I would sign and everything you said ended up happening. Well, I'm grateful for that. Mark, to be honest with you, if you don't mind, can you email me a review? Can you email me a review or can you send it to me in a text message? Of course, you can definitely remain anonymous. If you want to leave a review like a video or something, that'd be cool too. But yeah, if you want to leave a review, that'd be great. But like I said though, just trust your intuition, man. But like I said, whenever your intuition speak, you gotta bag it up with third dimension receipts. All right, because sometimes there could be a deep-seated fear that sounds like your intuition speaking. All right, so who was next? Cyber C. Also, shadow work. Shadow work. Minnie, why you leave? Minnie, what's going on? Yeah, we could be cool, Mark. I don't mind being cool with people. Uh, oh, I don't know, Mark. You look like a gangster, bro. I don't know if I want to be friends with you. You a gangster rapper too? That sound raw, man. Hey, let me. What's up, man? Hey, I'm doing features. Mark. I didn't know you was a gangster rapper. I'm doing features, Mark. Alright, everybody left me, y'all gone. That's how y'all feel? But like I said, when you end things, make sure you fill up that time or that space with healthy habits. Alright? Make sure you taking care of both ends of that. Cause whatever it is, you don't wanna allow a space for that bad thing to come back. Alright? So you welcome consistent, be persistent and consistent with the reality with the new you. Whatever you want to, whether you want to lose weight, gain weight, change your attitude, build new healthy habits, whatever it is that you want to do. Only thing you got to do is just be consistent and persistent. Then everything else around you will fall into place. All right, y'all. All right, so if you win, you win. But if not, free donations are now closed. I mean, free readings are now closed. Sorry. Okay. Well, like I said, just because this reading is over don't mean nothing. You can always hit me up for a free consultation. That's always in play. Okay, so I'm trying to make a graphic for my own mock draft, but when I go live, I don't want to have the whole mock draft filled out. I want to have something that shows where I just name each person or each team and the player one by one. Can you make some sort of graphic like that, or what?
I can't directly design graphics myself, but I can guide you through it. If you want that one-by-one reveal, you might think of a slideshow style. You could prepare a template with the team logo, the pick number, and space for the player's name or photo. Then, as you go live, you can simply advance to the next slide or frame each time you announce a sketch out that layout or suggest some tools. What are you using to make your graphics?
Yeah, you too. I appreciate you coming through. All right, y'all. Well, I think I'm about to go ahead and slide on up out of here, man. I think it's been a very productive live. It's 11:11, so yeah, it's time. Yeah, it's been a very productive live, man. And I just want to say it's been an honor and a pleasure to be of service to you all. And I would rather be nowhere else, but right here, right now, I'm doing what I'm doing. So if you know what I'm about to say it with me. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Anything else, please put it back where, because I ain't buying it, and you better not buy that shit either. Peace. I love you. Bye bye.